TJ, I mean, you're almost through spring ball. How's it gone so far? And what kind of your thoughts on the way the defense, a lot of new faces out there.
Yeah, I feel like spring ball been going good so far. A lot of new faces going to be on the defense, and I feel like we all gelling together and getting closer this spring.
How difficult is it when you lose some key guys on the defensive side that were kind of leaned on for emotional leadership and that kind of stuff to replace them with transfers and stuff?
Yeah, I feel like it's always hard, when you lose some key pieces, but I feel like that just put a chip on the shoulder that the guys that's coming in to replace them, because they don't want to have we don't want to have nothing go down, so I feel like they want to raise that standard and be better than the boys that look.
Is it hard? Just learning new faces. I mean, you know what I mean? They've been around for a while now, but just learning everybody and kind of what they do, does that really make spring even more important than maybe it used to be?
Yeah, spring ball, that's definitely important because, in the first couple of weeks, like back in January, we're trying to get to know everybody, get to know everybody's name. So by the time we do get out here, we can all be out there talking and communicating. I feel like that's a big part of defense.
During spring ball, there's always a lot of heavy on the install stuff, but heading into your third year under the system, you probably already have a good grasp on it. So how different has this spring been for you in that aspect compared to when you first started playing for this coaching staff?
Yeah, I feel like it's better just because I don't necessarily have to worry about what I have to do on the play. I can worry about what the offense is doing because I know the playbook. Like you said, I've been in the system 3 years, so it just allows me to focus on other things and just trying to think about my job every play.
It's one of those other things, especially with all the newcomers, kind of leading them and teaching them what they need to learn here in spring.
Yeah, a lot of the guys, they come up to me because, I've been here, like you said, for 3 years. And so, I like it when the guys come up and ask me questions like what I think about right here or even like what they got. So I feel like that's what I'm here for.
TJ, you've been around for as long as anybody pretty much in this system and been around the school and obviously, growing up, with Dad and that. How do you look at your career and what you've done so far and kind of do you have any goals in mind to kind of finish it out?
Yeah, I definitely, you want to get better every year. So I feel like that's my main goal, just take it day by day to get better. And, it just mean a lot just for me to, be able to just stick it out at one school. And I just want to help out my team as best as I can. That's my goal.
Most people don't do that nowadays. Is that kind of cool for you? I mean, it's your dad's alma mater, you're the legacy, and you can stick it out the whole time here. It's got to be kind of cool.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. We talk about it all the time.
In this day and age of college football, it's pretty commonplace to see a whole bunch of rosters moving across. But the linebacker room for you guys is actually pretty steady right now. Bring back you, Stanquan, Antonio, TJ. How big is that for your position group, knowing that you have bringing back a lot of the impact guys from last year?
I feel like it just makes you more comfortable because when you've been out there on the field, with guys that you played with, it just makes you trust them more because I know what I'm gonna get out of them every play, and I feel like it just makes everything just more simpler because when you've been out there and battled with you guys, it just make you more comfortable.
There are some new faces. I'll go ahead.
Of all the different things, how different is this defense from what you tell so far from maybe last year's?
I feel like just the main thing, everybody's just more hungry. Everybody, we just trust each other more. We out there communicating more, and I feel like we just more into details this year. And I feel like last year we weren't just all the way to where we needed to be, and I feel like every day we getting better.
You've got a unique vantage point because of your position for the defense. Anybody, secondary, your spot up front that's kind of impressed you?
Yeah, I like our whole D line. I feel like everybody on our D line can make plays, and they've done that this spring. And then I really want to say everybody, because the guys that they know they have to step up this year, and they just out there trying to make plays.
All right. Cool. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Steve.